What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about know your strengths and know your weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel like you have to prove something to anybody, because you don't have to prove anything to anyone. The only person you have to prove something to is yourself. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. And that goes back to knowing your strengths and knowing your weaknesses. You see what I'm saying? Because when you know your strengths, as in you know your strong suits, you know what you're good at, and you know what you need improvement on. You see what I'm saying? Strengths and weaknesses. See, a lot of people, they suffer with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Some people suffer with mental illness. That's a weakness. Now, when I say mental illness, I ain't saying that people just flat out crazy, because what is flat out crazy? You see what I'm saying? It really ain't no such thing as flat out crazy. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucking dread dangling and shit. But nah, my shit draping though. Look, my shit draping though. Yeah. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? What is crazy? There's really no such thing. You know what I'm saying? What you see a person after the fact, like the aftermath of what somebody has been through, you seeing that final product. You see what I'm saying? You seeing weakness. You seeing somebody being beat down and stumped all over, and you know what I'm saying, mentally. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be like, oh, that person crazy, blah, 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 but you don't even know that person's story. You see what I'm saying? But you prejudging them, which is prejudice. You see what I'm saying? So they suffer from mental illness, and mental illness, not saying like they have mental retardation or something like that. They could be sick, you know what I'm saying, mentally, as in they just think too negatively. You know what I'm saying? They think too negative. Or they could be too perverted. You see what I'm saying? Or they could just be fucked up in the head mentally. You know what I'm saying? Slow. You know what I'm saying? Anything. But then you got other weaknesses, as in some people got anger problems. You see what I'm saying? And I had to work on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I had to work on that. I came a long way. I ain't finna fuck that up for nobody. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that is a strong suit now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of people suffer from drug addiction. Some people just want to get high all day. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like that, want to smoke all day. But then I had to realize, you know what I'm saying? Because real eyes recognize real eyes. You see what I'm saying? And real lies recognize real lies. What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Makes sense, right? But the thing about it is, it's like, you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to work on that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, that's all they want to do, is just smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, until I figured it out that, okay, because a lot of weed out here is chemical, it's GMO. Not all, but I'll say about a good 85% of the weed that you're smoking is genetically modified organisms. Real shit. Meaning that a scientist could have took a fucking rock off the ground, did some shit to it in the laboratory, turned it into marijuana, and now you smoking that. You see what I'm saying? So it's not real. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, getting high all day, you need some chemical high to forget about where you at. But when you come down from your chemical high, where you at? In the same place. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's something you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? That's something I had to find out myself. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to strengths. You know that you have a strong leadership mentality. That's a strength. You know that you can lead an army type shit. You see what I'm saying? Or you know you're good at basketball. You see what I'm saying? You know you're good at track. You know you're strong mentally. Those are strengths. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to work on yourself. A lot of people don't want to work on themselves. They want to focus on what the next person doing, because it's something that's wrong with them. It's not necessarily something wrong with you. It's something that you have, you see what I'm saying, inside of you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that they have inside of themselves that they missing, and they see it in you, so they just hate. You see what I'm saying? So think about that. Wake the damn up.